Are children problematic or are they misunderstood by mom and dad? Hello and welcome, dear parents. I'm Meet Shukla and you're watching Balmurti Online, brought to you by Unified Growth Foundation through our special project called Balmurti Online in English. Today's conversation is one that touches every parent's heart. When our children act out, are they really being problematic? Or are we simply misunderstanding them? Together, we will explore how a child's behavior is actually a language and how by learning to understand it, we can strengthen our bond and raise emotionally healthy, confident children. Let's have a look.
Namaste and a very, very warm welcome to Parenting Perspectives. I'm your host, Rajesh.
And I'm Meera. It's so wonderful to be here. You know, Rajesh, today we're tackling a question that I think lives in the heart of every single parent. A question that can be, well, quite uncomfortable to ask ourselves.
Oh, it certainly is. So the question actually comes from the title of this really thought-provoking article by Dr. Ashwin Jansari.
Okay.
It's called, Are Children Problematic or Are They Misunderstood by Mom and Dad?
Wow. I mean, that title just stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? The article opens with a scene that I think we all recognize.
Yeah.
You know, you have grandparents in a joint family saying that children nowadays just don't behave well. They call them the difficult generation.
Or that classic public moment, right?
Yeah.
A child has a complete meltdown in a store because they can't get a toy.
Right.
And our immediate, almost automatic response is to think, oh, he's so stubborn, or she's just being spoiled.
But Dr. Janasari, he really challenges us to look deeper. He argues that what we label as a problem is almost never the real issue. He says it's a signal. So that tantrum isn't just a tantrum.
Right.
It could be the only way a child knows how to communicate that they are in pain, under stress, or just hungry and overwhelmed.
So the core concept here is that a child's behavior is actually a language.
Yes, exactly.
And if we don't speak that language, we're the ones who are misunderstanding, not them being problematic. The article, it quotes another psychologist who says that children who cry a lot often have deep underlying emotional needs that are not being met.
This is so important because it completely flips the script on responsibility. It suggests that instead of trying to, fix our child's behavior, we should first look at our own ability to understand them. The article puts it very bluntly.
Okay.
It says many times the problem isn't a child, but the parents who don't know how to understand them.
Wow. That can be a difficult pill to swallow.
I think so too.
So many of us fall back on what we know.
Exactly.
The article points out how parents often say, when we were kids, we would get a beating for this, or we never dared to speak back.
But it makes a brilliant counterpoint. Today's child is emotionally intelligent. So when they express a strong opinion, they aren't necessarily being defiant.
Right.
They are trying to communicate their thoughts. But they get shut down and labeled as stubborn.
And we are so focused on their academic and physical growth that we forget to nurture their emotional world.
It's like we want them to be competitive and smart, but we don't always give them the freedom to feel and express those feelings safely. The article suggests that what might seem like a small trivial issue to an adult can feel monumental to a child.
Absolutely. Their entire world is smaller. So, of course, things feel bigger.
And the solution it proposes is not more discipline for the child, but more education and support for the parent.
Okay.
It calls for things like parental counseling and for schools to play a role in guiding parents on child psychology. It's all about giving parents the tools to decode their child's language.
Ultimately, then, the message is one of incredible hope.
It really is.
It says that by shifting our perspective, by choosing to see a cry for help instead of a problem, we can heal these strained relationships and raise children who are not just successful but emotionally whole.
It's a call for empathy, patience, and a willingness to look inward first. A truly powerful idea.
So, here's a question we'd like you all to think about. The next time you witness a child acting out, can you pause for just a moment and instead of judging the behavior, Ask yourself, what unexpressed need might this child be trying to communicate right now?
So parents, before we label a child as stubborn or difficult, let's pause and ask, what might they be trying to tell us? By replacing judgment with curiosity and empathy, we can guide our children not just towards success, but towards emotional strength and trust. If today's episode spoke to you, please like, share and subscribe to Balmurthy Online on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, listen on Spotify and visit our website for more thoughtful parenting conversations. Together, let's raise a generation that feels understood, supported and deeply loved. Namaskar.